Hello again. This is lesson 2 of unit 2 about comparing sets of data. Last time we had a question, and the question was write 150 words describing the table in the following slide. And this is the table. And I think you have submitted, all of you, by now your description. Now let's have some kind of sample, a model answer, so that you can compare your writings to it and see the mistakes that you have committed, the things that you have missed. Now let's start with the introduction. Since the description is about a table, so we have to start with the phrase "the table shows." So here we have the name of what we have to describe, which is the table, and the verb shows. So the table shows. And then we have to include the elements mentioned in the table. What are the elements mentioned? We have the amount of fizzy drinks and fruit juice, and the unit, which is in liters, and who consumes these amounts. We have each person. We are talking about per person, which means each person per year or in a year. And the last element is in some countries around the world, and here we have 10 countries in each group. So the full sentence would be: the table shows the amount of fizzy drinks and fruit juice in liters consumed by each person per year in some countries around the world. Now we have to give a general idea. In general, people seem to prefer soft drinks to fruit juice, and this is general. See, if you compare the two columns together, you can see the amounts of fizzy drinks in all countries are more than the amounts of fruit juice consumed by each person in the given countries. Now, body paragraph. Again, we said that we can start with this phrase at the beginning. One of the most important things to note is that, and I encourage you to learn these phrases, not only this one, similar ones. We are going to use different kinds of phrases similar to this one. So one of the most important things to note is that, what? The idea. The top 6 countries in terms of consumption of fizzy drinks are all European countries. So you have to look at the table to see whether this idea fits or not. Here we cannot display the table, because it's not possible. So this is the idea, and we said that we have to give an example. For example, fizzy drinks are most popular in Ireland. An average Irish drinks 155 liters per year. So here, this is the example. Germany ranks. We can give, because he is talking about European countries, not only one country, more than one country. So we can include a number of countries, 2 or 3 countries, just to give an example. Germany ranks second with 119 liters per person. Another paragraph, you remember we said that if we want to include more than one idea, it is possible to split the body paragraph into two. Not necessarily to have them in one paragraph, but it's possible to keep them in one paragraph. Now here, we want to introduce a new idea, and you see the phrase that we are using here. In addition, you are going to add another idea. In addition, the country which consumes the greatest quantity of fruit juice per capita is Canada. A Canadian, for example, here another way of putting the example, not to use for example or for instance at the beginning, we can put it after giving a piece of information before that. But we have to be careful about the language. So a Canadian, for example, drinks an average of 52.6 liters each year. That is almost double the consumption of a New Zealander, which is placed at the bottom of the table. So he is comparing here people from Canada to people from New Zealand. Another North American country, the United States, comes second in the table, consuming an average of 42.8 liters annually. So this is the idea that he started with the greatest country, then moved to the next one, then to the third one, comparing three countries together. And these countries, the people in these countries, they drink the highest amounts. Now, the conclusion, in brief, again, you should be familiar with this phrase. Most Europeans, here we said that we need to give a general idea. Most Europeans prefer to drink fizzy drinks, whereas most North Americans prefer to drink fruit juice. You see, he is not specifying a country. He is comparing the countries that are in Europe with the countries that are in America. So here, this is a general idea. And look at the phrase here, sorry, the word, linking word, whereas, again, you can use it to compare. And if you look at the bottom, the number of words is 155, so this is a suitable number for the description.